think this tripod will go low enough to... Ouch. Yeah, I'm just going to have to show you guys manually. Actually, you can see that one right there. And I think I've shown them to you before anyway, right there. Let's go ahead and pop that guy off there. We need to make sure we can keep all these screws, and if there's any spacers that come out of here, we want to save them as well. But I can't hold the camera and do this at the same time. So I'm going to do that screw there, screw there, screw there, there, and at the front. And then I'll get back to you. I'm Johnny Garage Johnson, and this is Hardcore Garage. Wanted to show you this other little tool that I got this when I was going to ITT for electronics. Made in the USA. I don't have a brand here, but it's a little stubby and has ratchet abilities. You can pull it off and you flip it over, and then it ratchets the other direction. Well, what I discovered, you know, this works really good when you need it to. But one of the things that's cool, okay, since that comes off, let's say you're just using a regular screwdriver and you need to be able to get some extra torque. There's just not, the handle needs to be fatter. If you've ever used really fat handled screwdrivers, you can get a lot more torque. Well, this thing here just happens to slip right over the end of a regular screwdriver. And I don't know the technology, but it's still the same way. It pushes down right there. I would be tightening a screw. If I wanted to slip it off, I'm wanting to take something off that's super tight. And you can leave it right near the tip and get a whole bunch of torque as you're, you know, and you're steadying it back here too. It's not like trying to use a little fingertip, you know, where you screwdriver where you can't get no force to push in or anything. This thing just is amazing. Just thought I'd share that with you. Okay, we have all the screws out of the bottom, and it feels like it's loose. Now there should be a rail here, either that or there may even still be the factory 3M tape. But I think that it just pops off over that rail. I definitely don't want to break anything in here. Let me see if I can see up in here. Can't see out of this thing. Okay, well that didn't work. Let me get a flashlight and look behind here. Okay, it's starting to pop loose, so just in case anything breaks, I want to make sure you guys see this. Got about that much of it loose there. It doesn't appear to be glued, so I don't really know. Oh, there we go. Maybe it's all about the angle. Okay, so there's absolutely nothing on the back of this that would add any kind of support to keep it from being all wavy like it is. So that's, we're going to try at least one of these first. I probably should try on one that ain't the actual door. Look at that rust. That's nice, isn't it? It's like just sheet metal screws holding that on. I mean, it's only not rusting the door, but it ain't really doing it any favors. And I wonder if this was like some sealer they added here, and I wonder if they put it behind the door there. That's beautiful, isn't it? You can see what I'm talking about there at the little black spots where the screws come through the bottom edge of the door. Okay, you can definitely see that one especially. That's where it's raised, I suppose, or pushed in actually. So that's been rubbing against the door maybe is what's making that mark. There's 3 spots like that that are doing it. So what I'm going to do is first I'm going to try just heating it on this side. I'm going to slide that board over at the weight right over top and see what that does. If that doesn't give me the desired effect, I'll weight that board, and then I'll get on the underside and use some heat and see if that pushes it down far enough. I know that it's not going to match the contour there, but at least it'll start us in the right direction, I think. So let's see. We'll just go with 500 to begin with. I ain't trying to burn this crap up. I'm kind of thinking that gravity should take a hold and kind of pull it in anyway, right? So we got 5, 10, 15 pounds. And then look up under here, if you guys can. There's a lot of reflections, but I don't see any dips in it, man. That looks pretty good. I can't wait to flip it over. Let's wait a while, and we'll come back. Final product. Okay, you can still see some waves there. Not nearly as bad as it used to be. It's super hard to get to show you in the light, but there is some waving in it, just slightly. Nothing like there was before. So I'm going to play with it some more and see what I can come up with. I think I've got it as good as it's going to get. For now, anyway. I've got to reevaluate my situation here and see what I'm going to do. Depends on how easy this thing is to get on here also, huh? I've got to be able to get that lip behind that lip. I wonder if my screws are a little too tight. I don't know. That's a tight fit to pop behind there. Back there. There's a gap back in there. That stuff, boy, you gotta really shove into that. Let's loosen these up just slightly. I did remove the strips, clean them up, repainted them, and painted some new screws. We'll see what happens. That's still going to be a super tight fit. Started to try to yank it off and start from the other side. It popped up and the line just looked perfectly straight. Pushed it back down and it just snapped right in there. Ridiculous. She's all lined up. I don't know that it necessarily looks any better, honestly. I mean, there's not 3 defined big dips like there was, but now it's just kind of a series of wrinkles. So, let's look at the other side. It honestly doesn't look hardly any different. That's how it goes sometimes, guys. You just you waste a bunch of time and don't get anywhere. But hey, at least we tried. Right now, I'm thinking that I need to get some sand. Maybe to take a good piece of cladding and lay it down in like a bedding of sand, like you're making a mold of something. And then lay it down in that bed and get maybe some socks filled with sand as I heat it up to be able to lay in there to try to get an even... I don't know. I'm just running off at the mouth. Appreciate you guys watching. Take it from me. Don't yank off your Cameo ground effects unless you're committed to doing stuff like this. And, hey, I'm wearing the new hoodie, guys. You guys can get these. I'll leave the link in the description. A couple other things there in the store that we got with the Hardcore Garage logos and Keep On Trucking. It's my favorite saying. You know it. I know it. The rest of the world needs to know it. You guys take it easy. Glad you came along for the ride for whatever it's worth. Appreciate y'all checking me out. Keep on trucking. And let's not forget to put the screws back in the bottom edge of the door there.